The psychic world is defined as an interlude during which the psychic being, in a timeless state, assimilates the experience of the past life as it prepares for taking a new birth in the world. By definition, it is not involved with activity in the world or with any particular human soul. The question then arises as to how one can explain unusual and exceptional manifestations in the world, such as the presence of an avatar, a vibhuti, or possibly a projection or emanation. Clearly, without personal experience or any way to personally validate or even ascertain specific facts, we are left with either speculation or the insight and statements of those who have had such a direct relationship with the processes involved. There are many seers and sages throughout history who have commented on how these things take place. There are clear differences that have been outlined as to these different terms. The avatar is said to be a direct manifestation of the divine in a human form to accomplish a specific development, transition, or stage in evolutionary development. The avatar in that sense is not the evolutionary being or the developing psychic being, but someone who represents a one-time development to move the divine manifestation along. Transitions from one stage of consciousness to the next, from material to life, from life to mind, and from mind to the higher reasoning faculties, all represent potential entry points for the avatar, as well as addressing major evolutionary crises that develop when the needs of a next step or stage come into direct conflict with the established order of the prior stage, and a dramatic change is then required to effectuate the new level. The vibhuti represents a human being who has opened to and been granted access to spiritual powers and knowledge that is manifesting and working to spread the new awareness more widely. The vibhuti, as a human vessel, would have a developing psychic being which has matured to the point that it can be receptive and dedicated to the process. The divine Shakti may also project an emanation of a specific force or power to prepare the ground for the needed developments. This can occur generally or open specifically in human beings who are at the junction of needed forces of change. Sri Aurobindo observes, quote, "A being of a psychic world cannot get fused into the soul of a human being on earth. What happens in some cases is that a very advanced psychic being sometimes sends down an emanation which resides in a human being and prepares it until it is ready for the psychic being itself to enter into the life. This happens when some special work has to be done and the human vehicle prepared. Such a descent produces a remarkable change of a sudden character in the personality and the nature." End quote. Reference: Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, The Psychic Being, Soul, Its Nature, Mission, and Evolution, Section 4, The Afterlife and Rebirth, pages 128 to 129.